Grow a Garden just hit 9 million concurrent players. That's insane numbers for any online game to ever reach, and Grow a Garden did it in a little under 2 months. And there's a lot of mixed feelings about that. I've seen people define this as a bad, low-quality game, undeserving of its world-breaking status. And others praising its consistent content updates and ability to keep people playing. What do I think? To be honest, I don't know. The game has heart, that's obvious. It's nothing like a lot of other popular games currently, and it's really easy to get into and play for hours. Exhibit A, me. But on the other hand, there's nothing much to do. It's kind of a farming sim, but everything that happens comes down to RNG. Everything's availability in the seed shop rotates every 5 minutes, making you wait just a little longer to get that plant you want, which is genius from a retention perspective. But it makes the game play out like it's constantly dangling a carrot on a stick. Everything takes time, everything feels drawn out, and that's why it heavily markets that things grow offline. It's not a game you actively play, it's a game you check in once in a while or have on overnight while you're sleeping. I wouldn't call it slop though, at least not yet. While everyone's definition of slop is slightly different, to me, there are 4 qualities in online games that make slop, slop. And Grow a Garden doesn't tick enough boxes in my mind to justify that title. It doesn't use AI in its art, it's a fairly original idea that doesn't directly copy from other popular games, and while the low effort and cash grab boxes are a little more hazy, I would say the game's updates still add interesting things that don't fully feel like they're just trying to make a profit. But there has been an increasing amount of monetization and artificial scarcity to the point where it does blur the line, and I understand why people would call it slop, but as of right now, I wouldn't. I think Grow a Garden does represent something bigger on Roblox, however, and that's the modern identity crisis that both Roblox and its more devoted player base have been going through as of late. The front page of Roblox is boring. If that's not a take you've heard 20,000 times, then the front page of Roblox has a reputation for having low-quality games that only care about getting player retention any way possible. Oftentimes, this is done by incorporating extreme amounts of RNG, or games designed off short-lived trends from other games both on and off platform that have already been successful. If you've played a Roblox tycoon before, chances are you know how every single front page tycoon will play out. If you've played a simulator, you know how every other simulator with little exception is gonna be. If you've played Dead Rails, you know how to play Dead Planets. If you've played Grow a Garden, you know how Grow a Crystal is gonna play out. It's all so formulaic, designed to be easy to get into and addicting instead of full-fledged games like on other platforms such as Steam, or, the other ones. Roblox knows this, and its player base definitely knows this. Roblox's algorithm rewards games that are infinitely replayable compared to those that end. The front page doesn't care about the quality of games that inhabit it, but rather the numbers behind it. Which is why, as Roblox's more devoted fanbase ages, we become more and more against the rigidity of the front page. We still claim that back in the day, the front page was way better than it is now. I'm gonna assume that you watching this video are probably older and still playing Roblox. That wasn't true. The only difference between the top games on Roblox now compared to then is that the front page of games aren't made for us anymore. The prime demographic that play Roblox are 8-year-olds on an iPad with 15 minutes of downtime. They aren't gonna be nearly as picky with the games they play compared to us. When I first joined Roblox, you better believe I consumed exclusively front page content. I was rising and grinding on Escape iPhone Obby. I played Snow Shoveling Simulator like my life depended on it. And those games are objectively worse quality than any of the games on the front page now, but they meant something to me as that 8-year-old on an iPad. Something that to this day I have a soft spot for. Even if it was slop, it was slop made for me. While Roblox is making spaces for older audiences on the platform, and more developers have been making games targeted towards older audiences, the front page of Roblox is always going to be catered to its prime demographic. Which is fine, it's not a bad thing that kids play Roblox. I was a kid that played Roblox, and chances are you were too. We can critique the front page, we can demand Roblox promotes better, higher quality games that captivate all audiences, but let's not forget Roblox is primarily made for kids first. And Roblox has been making changes that appeal to everyone. In the past few years, some of my all-time favorite Roblox games have come out, and Roblox's new Today's Pick and Recommended For You section have been getting better and better. But the mindless turn your brain off and wait games like Grow a Garden will almost always triumph over higher quality games that aren't as infinitely replayable. But that's not a bug, that's a feature. Roblox is made for beginner gamers. It's the easiest and cheapest platform to get into, but if you already have experience in video games, you're probably not gonna like the first things Roblox has to offer. Like, if I joined today at the age I am now, there's literally no way I'm playing Troll IQ Tower. I'm logging off and deleting my account. But because of Roblox's vastness, it's guaranteed there is gonna be something for you if you're willing to look hard enough. And as more talented developers add to the platform, that search for good games is becoming shorter and shorter. Where does Grow a Garden fit into all of this? Well, right now, it's the chemical reaction that Roblox specifically incentivizes to be created. Every mechanic is crafted to be as addicting as possible. It's broken the world record concurrent players not by breaking the status quo, but by perfectly fitting into it. Even if it might not have the longevity to survive into next year, it will become a blueprint that the future front page games will follow. It's the start of a new form of simulator, and if you don't like it, it's only the beginning. But just because it's popular doesn't mean it's the only thing that can be created. Roblox isn't just a beacon for repetition, but also creativity. There's so many genuinely talented people on the platform, and the increasing mainstream appeal in Roblox from people of all ages has made it so there's never been a better time to be a member of this community. Although Grow a Garden may set a new precedent for the front page, that's never stopped people's creativity from breaking the mold and creating something truly worthwhile. Don't let it stop you from enjoying that. Thank you for watching, and for 400 subscribers. This is a bit of a shorter video, but I just wanted to talk about the front page for a bit, and I've made a list in the description of Roblox games I really love, and I hope you'll check them out. Well, that's all I gotta say. See ya!